Okay, once you've chosen factory reset, let the box reset itself, waited 15 minutes for it to reinstall all the applications in the background, unplugged the box once, plugged it back in, waited an additional 3 minutes, you will get this screen here. Choose whatever English you want, or whatever language you want, I should say. Click English, choose next, choose your time zone. If you're Eastern, means you're in Ontario, and if you know where you live, you should know what your own time zone is. Choose the settings for your screen for zooming in and out. Again, this is relative to your screen and your setup. You can always change this later in the settings. Most boxes with TVs are around 85, somewhere in there. Choose next. If you're connected via Ethernet, I'm going to plug this device in. That clicking sound was it connecting, and immediately says the cable network is being connected. You're green. You don't need to do anything here. If you're connecting via wireless, you're not going to have a green cable. It's not going to be connected. You're going to click on wireless. This screen's going to cup down the right-hand side here. You're going to choose your local wireless network name. I have no idea what your password is. I cannot assist you with this. Call your internet service provider or call your cousin Bob who set up your Wi-Fi network. I don't know what yours is. I'm just going to quickly pause the video here so you don't know what mine is. Then I'm going to press the green button here using my mouse or highlight it and pressing OK. That is the Enter button on your on-screen keyboard. Once you've connected to the network, it's going to say connected successfully. Your problem will be solved. Right-click or escape once. We'll bring you back to this screen. It's going to say you're connected. Choose next. And you're done. Now, if you've reset the box, the launcher is going to be in its default mode. Just hit next a whole bunch of times over here. Then press done. You're going to be on this main screen here. Depending on the age of the unit, the apps that are currently installed are probably going to be old and may not be functioning. The first thing I would suggest to do is go into the app settings and uninstall all the applications which are in there because they probably don't work. If you want to test them, you're more than welcome to. What you can do to add them to your front screen to give them a quick shot is choose the plus, click on applications. Now, normally, I would choose the Play Store, my browser, a couple of the applications. I'd add them to the front screen just like this. Radio player, quick support for remote access, settings, a speed test, YouTube Blue. Most of these things are going to work, but a lot of these BTVs, the live nets, the cinemas, those kind of things, they're going to be old or out of date. So the first time you click on them, they're either going to try an update and fail, or they're going to try an update and actually work. You have to press allow on everything, choose update on everything, press yes to everything, or the applications are not going to work and you're going to have to uninstall them to reinstall them. Through the course of installing all these updates, just make sure that you always press install, that you always press yes, and you always press allow. If you're pressing buttons when you're not supposed to be, you're going to be canceling things, so just be wary of that. And right after you install applications, they might even ask you if you'd like to uninstall the old version, which you should always listen to. So just follow through on whatever the app is, follow through on all of its updates and all of its permissions. Do not click too quick. Give it a few moments to do its things. And anything that it asks for, and a lot of these apps have their own players and stuff, the first thing they're going to do is ask you if you'd like to install an update or install a player. This is a relatively new one, so nothing's really changed much on it. Now, if there's any applications that you don't like and you know don't work and not your cup of tea, that's fine also. Press and hold OK on them, uninstall them, get rid of them. You don't need to have them on your box. And of course, because this is a fresh install, the Android Free TV Play Store, like usual, all you're going to have to do is open it up, give it a few moments, press allow on all permissions that it asks for, and you're just going to have to activate it on the first run. Activating it like normal is, click on the Play Store button, give it about 30 seconds, going to download the file off the server. Oh, looks like I didn't click on it. Click on it one more time. Don't press any buttons or you're hitting cancel. It's going to grab the file, activate, and then we'll give you access to all the new files. Once you have the Play Store installed, you can install whatever other applications you want. After it's done, it's going to let you know it wants to close. Dump it, get rid of it. Open it up again, and then you're going to have access to all of the new applications that are on the server. There's tons of them, different strokes for different folks. Go in and check them out. And it's the exact same steps to install any new application. You're going to go into the Play Store, go down the list, find the thing it is that you want. I'll use a nice quick one here. I'm going to go with, say, Movies HD installs really, really quick. Really good for new movies. At the current moment, we're talking January 2022. Click on it. Give it a few moments. It's going to ask you what you want to do. Click on it again if the first click didn't work. Ask you to download or cancel. You basically need to choose, right? So choose download. Don't press any buttons or you're highlighting and hitting this cancel button. Press OK on the white screen or left click. Press install. It's going to add that new application to your box. And again, everything in there is free. It's a free all-you-can-eat buffet. And again, you can open it, press allow to everything, set all your permissions, and of course you can also add it to your front screen, just like the other apps I showed you earlier in the video. So any questions or comments, support.androidfreetv.ca. If you want to make any other settings to your box, I'll just get out of here. This video covers the basic concept of when it basically comes up and reboots itself, you can uninstall the apps that you don't need, and then you can add whatever new apps you want using the Play Store. That process never changes. New or old box, it's all the exact same. And then once you've added new things, you can choose plus, apps, and then you can add the new things that you've added to your front screen. Remember, if there's something on the box and you don't want it, don't sweat it. Press and hold OK, wait a few moments, choose uninstall, it's gone. And if you ever wish to re-add it, it's the exact same process. Go into your Play Store and add whatever apps that you'd like. Your front screen, you can also customize quickly. I like to keep things pretty slim on the front screen. I don't like a lot of junk. So up here you have favorites, media, games, and utilities, all these different tabs. If you go to the top left menu bar, you can go to manage sections, and if you want to, you can delete extra ones you're not using. I usually like to have one for utilities, which is like your Adaway, which I strongly recommend installing and running on every unit to block advertisements. The green updater, the Play Store. Quick support, Estimate if you wanted it, your settings, your speed test, the basic kind of utility apps. Again, especially after doing a fresh reset, make sure you go into Adaway, download files and apply ad blocking. If it asks for any root permissions, the answer is yes. Yes, 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 yes. And if for any reason that this fails, just like that, it's fine. Shoot me a text number at the top of the box, and I'll send you a video on how to make it work on all the newer units. All the older units, it's not going to fail. It's just a fail-safe. So any questions or comments, support.androidfreetv.ca, and that's how you can reset your box to fresh. Just remember, there's going to be a few minutes of work behind it, uninstalling and reinstalling the apps that you actually want. And if you have any questions or comments, again, head over to the support forum.